Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today is October 7th, 2020, and this is the Flight Sim News. Before I get started, I just wanted to give a shout out and a huge thank you to Brian Porter. He is the viewer that heard my message a while back when I said, hey man, if anybody knows how to make an intro for my YouTube channel, that would be great. And Brian reached out to me and put together that really kick-ass intro that I now use on the channel. Again, I can't thank the guy enough. That was super cool. And you know what, man? When I see things like that happen and people are just that nice, you know, it really makes it worthwhile to do what I do. It really does. And my aim overall is to, you know, further the flight sim community and just help each other out, man. You know, it's really what it should be, you know, and it's so cool that, you know, people care enough about what I do that they would be willing to help me like that. So again, Brian, thanks, man. Thanks a lot. That looks freaking fantastic. And I was talking to another YouTuber the other day about, you know, I had a new intro made because I didn't have one, and I told the guy to look at his channel, and he's like, man, I saw yours the other day and I thought mine, I needed to redo it. So I was like, that's pretty cool, man. So Brian, you kicked ass, man. I really appreciate it. Thanks so much, dude. So anyways, on to the news. Eagle Dynamics dropped an open beta patch on Monday. The big thing it says is multiplayer protocol version changed. All participants are required to update. A couple new fixes for the A-10C II tank killer. Something about the A-10C II cannot take off without the old A-10 module installed. That has been fixed. A-10C double geometry switches on the lighting panel has been fixed, and the English flight manual has been updated. Onto the Hornet. No data link contacts when started from a cold start has been fixed. And it looks like they've made some fixes to the Serpent's Head 2 campaign by Badger 633. Soldiers not entering a vehicle fixed, trigger made more forgiving, and then turning carrier has been fixed. So that's it for the update. That was a small patch that they threw out on Monday as a follow-up to last Wednesday's open beta update. I'll throw a link to this in the video description as usual, and you can check it out for yourself. So the new weekly flyby is up from Sergio Costa over at the HeliSimmer. It's about 4 minutes and 33 seconds long.
Helicopter. Nemeth Designs surprised the community with an announcement that no one saw coming, at least not at this time. Even without helicopter support on the scene yet, the team is changing the target platform, and Microsoft Flight Simulator will now be the focus of the team. In their Facebook page, the team stated that, quote, as our focus shifts to the new Microsoft Flight Simulator, we are issuing massive price drops on our entire product line released for the previous version. Check out the catalog for more details. End quote. And the prices did drop quite a bit. One of their latest releases, the Mi-35 for FSX and P3D, is listed at $16.90. The most expensive helicopters were listed at $19.90, and that includes the Bell 407 and the Ka-32. If you are looking for some great helicopters for FSX and P3D at a great price, and you are not considering migrating to Microsoft,
that is fantastic news for Microsoft Flight Simulator, because that's telling me that, you know, Microsoft Flight Simulator is now definitely going to be adding helicopters, especially if these developers are making the jump to Microsoft Flight Simulator and they're trying to sell off their, you know, stock. Well, can it be even stock because it's virtual? You know what I mean? You just kind of, you know, create another key or something, and, you know, that's what I find amusing about all of our digital stuff these days. It doesn't cost anybody to hand out a copy, you know what I mean? It's literally digital. Download it and then bind it to some kind of account, and poof, you have software. Very, very cool stuff. And it's fantastic news for guys who dig helicopters and love Microsoft's new flight simulator. I'll throw a link to this in the video description as usual, and you really should check it out for yourself. Sergio is a stand-up guy, and he has fantastic things going on at the HeliSimmer all the time. Alrighty, next up is RedKite's A-10C II Scorpion HMCS helmet sight tutorial.
The Scorpion helmet-mounted cueing system is a dramatic improvement in pilot situational awareness. It features a combination of the Tactical Awareness Display, TAD, and the Heads-Up Display, or HUD, to give video game levels of icons and information overlaid on the pilot's line of sight. Today we'll go over all its features as is at release. We need to ensure the helmet is powered up by looking at the back of our right hand panel, flick the switch to the on position and we're good to go. When we look away from the HUD, we'll see the helmet sight. Holding DMS left will toggle the helmet off.
I can't say enough how awesome RedKite is. He has some of the best tutorials on YouTube, period, when it comes to DCS stuff. Just his voice is right, the way he tells people how to do things. It's absolutely outstanding stuff. I'll throw a link to this in the video description as usual, and you can check it out for yourself. And if you have the new A-10C II, this is probably one of the coolest features you're going to find in it. Alright, CasmoTV, who's also a good friend of the channel, he posted a video the other day, and it's talking about a contest that he put up.
Hey everybody, Casmo here. Just want to take a minute and talk about a contest we just had on my Discord, Low Level Hell. I really wanted a new patch design, something that could represent not just the community but also the history of scout pilots dating, all the way back to Vietnam. And had several great applicants, and I really appreciate everyone who put the time in and the effort and looked to me for feedback and a little bit of guidance. But again, just like in Highlander, there can be only one. So the winner was promised a copy of the Polychop DCS Kiowa Module when it comes out on me, and I'm going to take care of that once it is released. And I'm happy to announce that the winner is Renko. And as you can see, here's the patch that he came up with. I thought it was great, very strong showing, and just really like it, really appreciate it.
Now that is really cool, and I'll tell you what guys, I have a lot of cool information coming up on CasmoTV. And what Brian, who is actually Casmo from CasmoTV, has going on. Brian's a former Apache pilot and Kiowa pilot. Also just learned that he was into tanks as well before jumping over to helos. So I did an interview with him that was well over 2 hours, and we had some real fun and interesting conversation, and I'm going to be posting that probably by the end of the week if everything goes as planned. I got some editing to do to put it all together, but I really dig what this guy has going on, and I can't stress enough how awesome CasmoTV is, and you guys should really be watching his stuff. It's nice to see that we've got people in the community who are downright good people, and he's definitely one of them. He shares a lot of the same philosophies I have about flight sims and how, we would love to see the community grow, and he likes to give back to the community as well, and just a great freaking guy. And I think you guys are really going to enjoy the video when I throw it up there. But watch out for that, and definitely head on over and check out his channel. I will throw a link to this in the video description as usual, and you can check it out for yourself. Alright, next up is Team Fusion Simulations. These are the guys responsible for IL-2 Stormovic Desert Wings Tobruk. Say that a whole bunch of times really fast, right? So they made a couple posts yesterday. Flight Sim Center. Newcastle is at Flight Sim Center. Very happy and proud to announce that Newcastle is now sponsored by the guys over at Team Fusion. I don't think I've heard of these guys. Maybe they do YouTube stuff? I'll have to click that later. Next up, they have a video up for the main theme from IL-2 Stormovic 2 Desert Wings Tobruk, and there's a video here that you can click and check it out. Lastly, there is a Battle of Britain event that they're holding, and it's going to be Wednesday, October 7th at 3:15 p.m. EDT. I'm not up on what my time frames are for things, but this looks pretty kick-ass. And by the time you're watching this video, it will be today. I'll throw a link to this in the video description as usual, and you can check it out for yourself. So I'm really enjoying the shit out of Star Wars Squadrons, man. I'm telling you what, it's super fun. I think my biggest disappointment at the moment, though, is there's such a dead zone issue with using a joystick, a throttle, and rudder pedals right now that it makes it very difficult to be precise. So I've switched over to a gamepad, and I'm really enjoying it a lot. I was playing a bunch of online multiplayer with my son the other day, and I've got some videos I'll be throwing up of that as well, so watch for that soon. But I can't say enough how awesome the game is. It's just a bummer that like the peripheral support isn't what it could be, but again, it hasn't even been out for a week yet, so I have a feeling that, you know, they're probably going to address this. We can hope. I'm just hopeful, I guess, at this point. So that's kind of where I'm at with that. And then again, just a small follow-up to the last Flight Sim news where I had some issues with Eagle Dynamics. Nineline had reached out to me and made a post on my channel and said, hey man, I wish you would have got a hold of me, blah, blah, blah. And then I got hopeful. I thought maybe just for a minute that Eagle Dynamics would be cool. And you know, he made a post on that video in the comments section, making it look like he was trying to, you know, help out and wanted to work things out. And you know what? It's a bummer. It just escalated from there, and all he did was pretty much just point out everything I did wrong and took, you know, no responsibility for, you know, the stuff that Eagle Dynamics has done. And I'll be honest, guys, Eagle Dynamics pricing policy was posted in the weekend news update, and it pretty much said all owners of the A-10C are eligible to pay the upgrade price, and they still denied me to do it. So that's that, man. I really can't say much more about it. Again, A-10's not my favorite plane anyway, but I really did want to cover it for you guys. And you know, I think it's lying and it's false advertising to say exactly the way they said in the, you know, weekly news update that all owners of the A-10C, and I've owned the A-10C since 2010. The only stipulation is mine was a promo CD key that was given to me by Matt Wagner for review at the Armchair General back in 2010, and I did review it, and I've owned it ever since. So I don't know, man. I think that's really shitty, and I'm not going to go out of my way and defend them anymore. You know what I mean? I'm not even going to say shit about them because they're not worth my time at this point. I'm going to continue to cover Eagle Dynamics products, but this really leaves a bad taste in my mouth, and it's really unfortunate that, you know, some people have to be so full of themselves that they don't realize that, you know, if somebody's mad and I said some things that were wrong, hey, I wasn't right in how I handle things. I'll say that 100%. But two wrongs don't make a right either. You know what I mean? Their responsibility is to honor the upgrade policy, because nowhere in there does it say, oh, but if you happen to have a promo key from 2010, you are not eligible. That's bullshit. It's lying, and it's false advertising. And yeah, I got upset, and I told them what I thought, and maybe that wasn't the right way to handle it. But at the same time, they were fucking wrong. I'm sure people wanted to know what the follow-up was to that I had posted last week. And that's it, man. Nineline came on my channel, made a comment, and made it look like he was trying to show face. And that's his job, I get it. Those guys are out there to basically run interference for Eagle Dynamics Online. That's what they do. I thought maybe him reaching out and saying something on my channel was going to be the opportunity to maybe fix this. But he decided not to. So, sorry, man. Is what it is. So that's it for the Flight Sim news for today. As always, thanks so much for watching. Please subscribe to the channel. Feel free to hit that like button. And until next time, guys.